Hey everyone, welcome to the course. This is Microeconomics, Rutgers University Fall 2019 semester. I'm your instructor for the course, Joseph Shin. The goal of this video is to give you a broad overview of the course, talk about the syllabus, tell you a little bit about myself, my expectations, and show you where to find everything within here. So let's start out by bringing this down here. Okay. So this course, if you are not already aware, is being administered entirely online. It is a self-paced course in that each week you'll have a set of assignments, readings, lectures, and so forth. And as long as you complete them by the deadlines, you'll be caught up. Okay, there's no set course times, set meeting times, so forth. Excuse me. So everything's going to be done in Sakai for this semester. And if you go into the course syllabus and information page, it'll give you a few things. First and most importantly is the syllabus. And so here's our syllabus for the course. Here's my information, the course number, section, all that. The office hours for me are Thursdays from 3:45 until 5:45 p.m. And here is my office, Armitage Hall, room 469. The required textbook is here. There is a option for a paper book as well, which you can find. Just make sure you use the same edition. Now, I will say this: if you get the paper book, you may be tempted to get a used one, which you can, but you still need to get into my Econ Lab, which I'll be talking about in a second. And the reason why is that all assignments, quizzes, tests, so forth, will be administered in there. In addition to my office hours, by the way, you can email me. Here is my email here, professor.joe.shin@gmail.com. This is the best way to get in contact with me. This telephone number is to my office, and it's only good if I'm actually in the office. Okay. Course description and learning objectives are here. Web access. So as I had mentioned, this course is entirely online. You're going to be able to find everything on Sakai and my Econ Lab, which I'll be talking about in a minute. For the most part, each week is going to run from Monday through Sunday, and the materials for a given week will only come available 2 weeks before that week's, or only a week, 2 weeks before it starts. So you can work ahead if you want, but you still need to check the deadlines because there are certain things that are due at certain points. Here's the breakdown of the grades, and I'll talk about them individually. Here's the grading scale. So, quizzes. Every week, for the most part, there's going to be a quiz on what is covered that week as far as chapter. This is all going to be done through my Econ Lab. Now, it is your responsibility to get enrolled in my Econ Lab. I recommend doing it right away, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, as far as the quizzes, they're all going to be due by 11:55 on the Sunday at the end of the week. So as I mentioned, each week runs from Monday through Sunday, and so by the end of the week, you're required to have that in. Now, there are no makeups. If you miss the quiz, you get a 0 for it. However, the lowest 2 quiz scores do end up getting dropped at the end of the semester. So if you have to miss it or you do poorly or 1 on 2, they will get dropped, or 2 of them will get dropped at the end. In addition to the quizzes, I have ungraded weekly homework assignments. These are all also in my Econ Lab. Now, they're ungraded, but I strongly recommend that you complete them. And the reason why is most of these are set up to prepare you for the quizzes. So the quizzes you have to do in one sitting. You can't come back and forth, and so you want to be as prepared for them as you can be. And the homeworks were set up to give you practice with a lot of things to allow you to do better on the actual quizzes, which are graded. The weekly discussions. During most weeks, there's going to be a discussion thread through Voicethread, which I'll be showing in a minute. And for each week, you're to make 2 voice or video comments. By the end of the day on Wednesday, so sometime between Monday and Wednesday, you're to come on, see what the topic is, and leave your comment on it. And then sometime between Thursday and Sunday, you are to come in, see what other students have been posting, and then directly respond to one of their comments. Now, when you make your response, you can agree, disagree on the point they made, or just add to it. Sorry. But if you are disagreeing or whatever you're doing, just make sure you're respectful with your responses. Now, each post should be roughly 30 to 60 seconds and be an original thought. So not just saying, this person said this, I agree, or something like that. So make sure it's an original post adding something to the discussion. Here is the grading metrics. Now the exam, there's 2 exams given throughout the course, a midterm and a final. The midterm is worth 30% of your grade and the final is worth 40%. Here is the exam policy. Now these are also going to be administered in my Econ Lab. Unlike the quizzes, it's going to be a combination of multiple choice and short answer. Now, the exam, just like the quizzes, must be done in one sitting, which means once you open that exam, your time will begin. So you have a 3-hour time limit for both exams. If you have any issues during it, make sure you email me immediately. If you get kicked out for whatever reason or you can't complete it, just let me know. Now with the quizzes as well as the exams, you can use your book, notes, the internet, whatever, but you cannot work with other students. All right, that is considered cheating in this course and is strictly prohibited. Here are the exam dates. Academic integrity. This is something that I do take very seriously. Do not cheat. Do not work with other students on the quizzes and exams. If I do catch you doing it, you get a 0 for whatever the assignment is, possibly the course, and you get a lot of trouble. So don't do it, basically. If you require any additional accommodations, reach out to the Office of Disability Services, and they'll reach out to me. All right, so here's the course calendar. So as I mentioned, every week runs from Monday through Sunday, with the exception of week 1, which goes from Tuesday through Sunday. Within each week, the assignments are all listed in here. And so, if you have a Voicethread discussion, it'll be listed. If you have a quiz, it'll be listed. Your exams are in here, and so forth. So that's the basic structure of the course. Let's go back in here now. So again, this is in the course syllabus and information section. And we went over the syllabus. So as far as my Econ Lab, getting logged in here, here's all the information you need to get signed into this specific course in my Econ Lab. If you have any questions with that, let me know. Voicethread, there's a tutorial link here. Okay. And this kind of shows you how to make a comment. I'll show you how to do that as well in a second. The course schedule, this is going to break down, the same thing which is in the syllabus. It's going to have the dates in there and all there. So it's basically the same as the syllabus. So then, as you go throughout the semester, you're going to log in and view the different weeks. And so week 1 goes from Tuesday, September 3rd through Sunday, September 8th. And within all these, you'll have the learning goals, the required readings, the lectures. So let's go here for a second. All lectures are on YouTube. And so you can either watch them in here,
Hey everyone.
Or if you click on the title, it'll take you actually to the
when we first start talking,
YouTube page. And then if we go back here to the week, you also have the assignments. So everything that's in my Econ Lab, if it's a quiz or a homework, it'll have what is due then, as well as the due date. Again, for the most part, it's always going to be Sunday. And also the Voicethread discussions, if there is one. And so if we click on this real quick, let me show you the Voicethread. Once the actual Voicethread opens up, you will see the topic for the day, and all the comments that were made or you will make will be over here. And so if you click on them,
it's a pretty simple one. It's just to really tell you.
So that's mine. If you directly respond to somebody's, you can click on the little backwards arrow here, and that's where you choose what you want to do. So as I mentioned, the preference is to either make a voice or video comment. If you just do a voice one, you can click on the little microphone. The video one, you click on there. Might require you to, depending on what browser you have, to just open up in a new tab. Okay. Let's go back in here. Then you have the different weeks. As I mentioned, it's only a week's only available a week in advance, and so if you don't see all the weeks over here yet, it's not visible to you. Let's also look at my Econ Lab. So once you get into my Econ Lab, it'll take you to the main page here, and within here, you'll be able to see what's coming up, the assignments and all that. And to actually go to the assignments, you click on the assignments tab, and you'll be able to take those down. You'll be able to click on the assignment and take it. So week 1 homework, chapter 1 homework is here. You have the due date and so forth. So let me bring this back up here. Good. So that's really it. That's the course. The most important thing when it comes to a course like this, where it's entirely online and more or less self-paced, at least within the given weeks, if you have any questions, you need to make sure you ask. All right. You can stop by for office hours or shoot me an email. I'm usually good to get back within 12 to 24 hours with them. And any other questions you may have, just let me know. And if you don't have any, good luck, and I will talk to you all soon.